signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Boom.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Okay, today is November 27, 2022. It is 11:53 p.m., almost 12 a.m. So we went away for Thanksgiving, and we came back earlier this morning, and I slept throughout the day, and I will be sharing with you some tweets that I saw while I was on vacation and some that I saw today, because while I was on vacation I was going through my Twitter page and see some tweets that the squad were sharing that were very interesting, and I bookmarked them for me to share with you, and I just took probably 15 minutes to transfer them into my notepad and for me to share with you. All right, new subscribers, welcome. So let's go on Twitter. This is the first tweet. Okay. Camilla, Queen Consort, has sparked fresh for a racism outcry after being filmed picking up a black child's arm by her sleeve, not wrist, while donating toys to children at a London charity on Thursday. Hashtag racist royal family has been trending since. Okay, that's 0.4 seconds. What did it say? Now that I'm seeing it on a bigger screen, wow. These people are crazy. Wow. Okay. I don't have much to say because majority of the tweets that I'm sharing with you, I already saw them and I read some of the comments. I had nothing to do, so I had plenty of time in my hand to read some of the comments. So I'll be surprised if I have any comments to add to some of those tweets. Okay, so this is that. Okay, there's also been outcry over royal author Angela Levine's recent offensive comment about the color of Duchess of Sussex Meghan's skin, despite being linked to racist anti-Meghan Twitter account. Parts of UK media continue to platform Levine. Palace hasn't condemned her. You know, at some point, the world will catch on, because the people who are against these type of behavior, they don't have the mic. All right, those loudmouth racists, they have control of majority of medias, so we're not hearing much about it. But at some point, they will get their turn. And for now, the only thing I could say, baggage for God. What did she say here? So that's her. Look how white Meghan's skin color looks. You know, I don't want to repeat what I said in one of my videos, and it was something that was supposed to be deleted, but the squad caught on really quickly. So if you know, you know, there was something that was left, but it was cut in between. You guys didn't get to hear the full context of it, but you only heard one part. But I'm going to leave it as that. Something that I've said in one of my videos. Wait a second. How come she looks different here? Oh my goodness. Those racist inner feelings is really showing outside as well. That's not the same person, is she? Oh my God. You know what? Like I said, baggage for God. Okay, I wonder if recollection are still varying. Kate, Camilla, and the rest need to stop cosplaying Princess Diana and stop using black children for props. It's not like they embrace the two biracial kids in their family. Yes, absolutely. And I don't even know why they even... Well, they want people to like them, but their inner feeling is showing. They can't hide it. That's the thing. That's the thing. They can't hide it. But this woman, she's definitely a baggage for God, because what she put Diana through, oh my God. You would have thought she would have... Let's go to the next one. And I think the next tweet is about her again. I see Queen Consort Camilla. Yeah, so that was the talk throughout pretty much Thanksgiving holiday. So this is Dr. Shola. Queen Consort Camilla was instrumental in destroying Princess Diana's marriage to King Charles and instrumental in elevating Angela Levine, Meghan Markle hater, as her biographer. No plausible deniability. Connect the dots. That's Prince Harry's mother and wife. If Harry speaks, yeah, I said Camilla is instrumental to destruction of Charles and Diana's marriage. Remember, Diana said there were 3 of them in the marriage, but responsibility for its end, in my opinion, not that it's my business, is Charles. He signed marriage contract and exchange vow with Diana. That is true. All right, and there's me respond, and that's the truth. All right. Oh, there's a video here. Charles spent millions to improve his side piece image. It's not going to work. We all know what he has done to 19-year-old girl. All right, 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Let's see. I think I heard that before. Yeah.
When I arrived at Karen's house, there was a letter on my bed from Camilla, dated 2 days previous, saying such exciting news about the engagement. Do let's have lunch soon when Prince Wales goes to Australia and New Zealand. I'd love to see the ring.
So Princess Diana got a message on her bed from her. What the hell was she doing in her bedroom? The audacity of this infested mindset of these people. Jesus. All right, let's listen.
And love to see the ring. Lots of love, Camilla. And that was... wow.
1981.
You may recall seeing a picture of me sobbing in a red coat when he went off on his aeroplane. That was nothing to do with him going. The most awful thing had happened before he went.
Wow, her crying had nothing to do about him leaving. Wow.
In his study, talking to him about his trip. The telephone rang. It was Camilla. Just before he was going for 5 weeks. So I thought, shall I be nice or shall I just sit here? So I thought I'd be nice, so I left them to it. And it just broke my heart there.
She knew this wasn't gonna work.
So I organised lunch. We had lunch, and very tricky indeed. She said, "You're not going to hunt, are you?" I said, "No." "Oh, I just wanted to know that." But as far as she was concerned, that was her communication. I was still too immature to understand all the messages coming my way.
This is the thing here. Princess Diana grew up and learned. There she is, she's admitting. You know, she was too immature to understand the nonsense these two were doing. All this is Charles' fault. He should have never married Princess Diana at all. My God. And they thought they were going to take advantage of a young lady with, like she said, immature. But little did they know how smart she is.
And then someone in his office told me that my husband had had a bracelet made for her. I walked into this man's office one day and I said, "Oh, what's in that parcel?" "Oh, he said you shouldn't look at that." I said, "Well, I'm going to look at it." So I opened it and there was a bracelet. I was devastated. And he said, "Well, he's going to give it to her tonight."
Wow.
So rage, why can't you be honest with me? But no, absolutely cut me dead. It was as if he'd made a decision, if it wasn't going to work, it wasn't going to work. He'd found the virgin, sacrificial lamb, and in a way he was obsessed with me, but it's hot and cold. You never knew what mood it was going to be. Up and down, up and down.
This is why she said that there was one of those audio where they ask something about what she wished for Charles, and one of the things she said is that she wished Charles could have peace of mind. There she is here mentioning about Charles' kind of behavior kind of thing.
I went upstairs, I had lunch with my sisters who were there, and I said, "I can't marry him, I can't do this. This is absolutely unbelievable." And they were wonderful and said, "Well, bad luck, Dutch, your face is on the tea towel, so you're too late to chicken out."
Wow. Her sister convinced her to continue with that marriage when she herself knew it wasn't meant to be. And look where she's at. Wow. Material stuff versus human lives. Wow.
Two young and loving and happy faces are, in their own very individual way, putting a smile back into a broken-hearted, miserable Britain.
Oh, there's me responding here. There's no rejuvenation that can repair this homewrecker. The blowjob story before Princess Di's wedding proved the type of a homewrecker that she is, bottom of the barrel. All right, there's this here, bullseye. Diana was only 19 when 33-year-old woman Queen Consort Camilla tormented and gaslighting her. King Charles III and Camilla traumatized a young woman. Quote, "I met her very early on. I was introduced to the circle, but I was a threat. Wow, I was a very young girl." End quote, Diana. I read this in one video and it was very hard to see, so I'm not gonna read it again. My goodness. I love horses, but not horse Camilla. Oh, God. Okay, Angela is part of the online hate group that spread misinformation and conspiracy theories about Meghan and her children. However, she gets invited to go on TV, radio, and print media to spread lies about Harry and Meghan. She is Camilla and Charles' friend. I'm doing a thread. Okay, so there's more stuff about her, and we know the homewrecker. We're just gonna say, at least for me, baggage for God. Because the amount of pain she inflicted on Princess Diana, and then to see the same thing is repeating itself, the only thing we could say is baggage for God. All right, so that's the thing I just did. Did I put it twice? Yes. Or maybe that's a different one. Yeah, that's a different one. Queen Consort Camilla. No, that's different. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, that's the same thing. So I just did that. Let's go to the next one. Okay. This is that audio I just heard. Okay. So I'm putting different part in there. Okay. So I went into that. Okay. I over bookmark stuff. This audio we just heard from Dr. Charlatan. Now I went in there to read some of the comments. So let's read the comments. What is bad is not that he always loved Camilla. What is bad is that he let himself be persuaded to keep Camilla secretly so that he could become king. He arrogantly humiliated his very young wife, Diana, in public. That is unforgivable. Yep, that's the same thing with me. The thing that he put Diana to, that's the thing that really gets me with him. Okay, he cheated on 2 women. Okay, one of them for a happy relationship and a happy life, the other for her reputation. Okay, another thing, he calls all kinds of people to renounce. He himself has renounced nothing. Please do not preach renunciation when you cannot do it yourself. We do not need bad educators. We have enough reason to do the right thing. Okay, this was a deeply moving and sad. Imagine having to go through that as a newlywed woman. Camilla will pay for all the hate and evil she believed she has got away with. Yeah, I mean, she has no shame to be on people's face like that. Like nothing happened. Okay, we are here to remind them who they really are, not this sanitized version that royal rags are trying to present. God for social. Okay, thank God for social media. The lying British media cannot lie freely. Okay, there's that again. Okay, what's the name of this on Netflix? Diana on her own words. There's the crying. Abolish the monarchy. He worked incredibly hard to rehab Camilla's image. The royal family only cared that Chuck marry a virgin. Okay, he took a teenager and put her through hell. Yep, had it been a warm family to her, maybe she would have survived them. Okay, yaks, this is awful. I feel so bad for her. Yep. They try to, how would you say that? They try to silence Diana, but Diana put so much things out there. She cannot be silenced. Okay, I keep on going to the royal family has themselves in quite a bend because they've been so openly racist and abusive to Harry and Meghan that anything further they might do to them is going to blow right back in their own faces. The world sees the abuse going on and has zero patience with it. All right, she continued. If they don't care about their global reputation, then the consequences won't matter to them. However, it's clear that at least Billy and Kate do care. Do they?
I'm sorry we can only come and give words and comfort, but we are thinking about you the whole time and we really care about what's going on. So
sometimes it's that's more than financial.
Well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So, you know.
I don't think so. Very much about their respect. I don't know about that or not the lack thereof. The lack thereof it. Aboard, but instead of fixing it, they're doubling down on me. All right, royal family. Royal family and British media have initiated a major negative media blitz to decry Harry and Meghan behind honoring with Ripple of Hope Award, jealousy, envy, hate, racism of ruling their pathetic lives. Harry and Meghan have set a bar they will never reach, and they know it. That's for sure. This is me saying as if they're trying to reach it. They can't reach the bar. Okay. I love seeing them under the microscope they created. It's already backfiring on them. Everything they do now is completely analyzed. I love social media. Yeah. This is the thing. They thought it was back in the days where they could write anything they want on the papers. Nobody have, let's say, you at your home and I'm at my home reading the same paper. We don't have any connection of talking about what we just read. So now with social media, every nonsense that they put out, we easily could discuss it. Like I'm reading some of these tweets and I really don't understand why. They want to be front and center all the time. I just don't understand why, because each time they get the spotlight, they do something stupid. All right, there's this. Every time they try to engage black people, it blows up in their faces. Camilla's stunt now has folks pulling out all the time that the family has been caught being racist. Exactly. They get caught at it so often that it's a nightmare for them. All right. I, for one, have had more than enough of it. Their bigotry is just too nauseating. The brazen and vile attack dogs they use to the media like Piers Morgan, Jason Kenoff, Daily Fair, Aperitif, Angela Levine, etc. I mean, what do they hope to achieve? Abolish the monarchy already. Okay, exactly. Everyone is disgusted with the British royal family. That whole 100% fact. Exactly. The only people turning blind eyes are the old Brexit geezers. Yeah, we need to hear more from the Brits at home, the little people, the ones who cannot, have food to eat. I hope I bookmarked this because there's a video that I came across. It was really sad. You see 3 grown adults, they're complaining that they can't even go to the pub to drink, just enjoy a few moments of, to buy a beer. Or there's one who had to sew their grandchildren, or is it children or child's shoes or something like that. So this part of the video I did not add on my list, so I decided to go back and search for it. I'm gonna add to this video list here.
Last night, my wife.
Alright, so it started here. But look at Kate Middleton and her sparkly tiara. A damning indictment of a country mismanaged and to decline and poverty. I will never forgive the Conservative Party for their callousness and incompetence. Alright, let's listen to this.
Last night, my wife spent an hour trying to glue my daughter's school shoes back together because we can't afford to buy her a new pair.
Okay, spent 10 hours trying to glue back his daughter's shoes. Right? Because they can't afford to either buy a new one or bring to a shoemaker to fix it. Alright, so this is the state that the UK is in right now.
I'm 65, I've worked all my life and we can't afford £20 for a pair of shoes.
That's sad.
There's something wrong with society.
So with the gas, electric and my mortgage, that's 75% of my wages gone without anything else, without any, council tax, water rates, car insurance, petrol, food, any of that. 75% of my wages gone.
Wow. What is it? The other day, Dr. Scholler mentioned something like that in one of her tweets. I don't know if I shared it. Yeah, because electricity bills, heating bills, or whatever she tweeted about was too much. All right, let's continue.
Can't remember the last time I went to a pub because I can't pay, £5 for a pint. It's beyond my means. So the local pub's now closed. Not entirely due to me not going there, but that's closed.
Do you find it hard?
Yes.
And so are you optimistic at all about the future?
Optimism. It's not a word I use a lot these days. I'm not familiar with the term.
Alright, so let's see here. This is my comment here. Okay, watch. Once they all see the squirrel,
She desired squirrel.
you see? They get distracted. AKA distraction, racism. They all forget about their problems and vote for the same mismanagement coup. Alright? Absolutely, their racism makes them forget. Yep, 9 people had liked it. Okay, we need to come up with a way for Americans to be able to sponsor some Brits and get them out of the hellhole. What? We are in a... We need to get ourselves completely off the nonsense we are in right now. We're still in the dark here. There's some people who still trying to bring us to the way the UK is. It's because people are fighting. Look what's happening in in the South. The South is in the same situation as the UK, but they keep on voting for the same people. Alright, like Mississippi, there's a video I did maybe 2 years ago where I spoke about the poverty that's going on in some southern states. Alright, but they are rich. It's not like the southern states are that poor. Even even if they don't get government money or whatever, they could be self-sufficient in terms of oil, what do you call this? Not crop. What do they call farming and all of that? But no, you know, the racism down there is so deep. A group of people have managed to capture all of the resources, and then when it's time to give it to certain group to spread it out, they keep it to themselves. That's some stuff that's going down in the South. Oh, I don't even want to go to it, so I don't give myself too much work to look for this stuff. The US is not out of the woodwork yet, but the UK knows. They had the opportunity to get themselves out of it. Watch some of my old videos after the 2020 election. When the UK had their big major election, I really thought they got it. I was shocked on top of my head. I was like, what? They even lost some good MPs, okay? And then they kept the same old ones. And then look where they are now. Watch, like I said in my tweet here, okay, watch. Once they all see the squirrel, aka distraction, racism, they all forget about their problems and vote for the same mismanagement crew. All right, let me finish with that. We need to come up with a way for Americans to be able to sponsor some Brits and get them out of the hellhole. How are you gonna get them out of it if they don't vote for the right people to manage properly? Look at all Charles was going to different places getting bags of money, where money was it funneling it through his how do they call this, to his charities. Meanwhile, what is his charities are doing for the people? America has nothing to do with that. Right? Or at least be able to donate to the family directly. How the hell the freaking all those millions that Charles is getting, what American has to do? No, I donate in the US. Why not extend to the UK and other countries? If I didn't see some of the things that I'm seeing right now, nah, because their racism is so deep. Look at Meghan, who went over there, did the thing for the hub community. Look how they treated her, where they had to leave the country. All right, their racism is blinding them when they could easily vote for the right people. There are some really good Brits who was trying to do the right thing. Look at that Dawn Butler. When Boris Johnson was lying to his teeth, she stood up in front of Parliament, wherever that place is. I might have the name wrong. Okay, to say that he's lying. What did they do? All right, they asked her to apologize. She said, "No, I'm not gonna apologize when the guy is lying." Okay, which was true. Okay, they kick her out of the place because she will not apologize. So, how much evidence do we need to know to see what's going on over there? Everything is completely black and white over there. The people know it, they're suffering, but their racism is so deep where they will rather suffer, go through all the hell that they're going through right now, instead of being fair to everybody. Okay, let's see here. Have them star in a video half naked with a big belly and a flies all around their mouths, begging for handouts so they could go to the pub for a pint. Okay, royal engagement or a distraction to keep the little people blinded by the mess the government have been doing. Thank you. Quote, look at what Princess Mute Wells is wearing, and quote, nice, right? Forget about being hungry or cold, just stare. Yep, that's exactly that. Okay, these are some of the same type of people who are spewing hate about Meghan and Harry. Thank you. There it is. Meghan and Harry, I find it hard to feel empathy for them. Pull yourself up by your bootstrap. Okay, there you had it. You had Meghan who was helping them, but nope. They team up to chase her out of there. Okay, voted for the xenophobia and racism and chose this for themselves. I don't feel an ounce of pity for them. They're still willing to maintain a monarchy and class system with a history of gross human rights violation and crimes against humanity. This is karma for the Brits. Okay, agree. Wow. Next time, don't vote against your interests. This happens when you vote based on hate. Thank you. Okay, I'm not the only one who sees that. Or all those PPE contract. Yeah, there was something about PPE contract. I don't know. It might be another video. So that's the same thing. Now I'm into that. Let's see what some of the comments are saying here. Okay, a damning indictment of a country mismanaged into decline and poverty. I will never forgive the Conservative Party for their callousness and incompetence. All right, there's this here. We will have Charles and Camilla and Kate and Wally to save us from doom. They can turn up at our food banks and get their photos taken before our council spent thousands to secure the palace before their visit. Well worth the visit, is it not? At least their visit lightened the load. There's me here. Okay, but your future king loves to show smile to show that he cares. That's wonderful for the Brits. His smile will help fix those guys' daughter's shoes and help this lady with her groceries, etc. Wonderful. A beautiful smile is all the Brits need to erase all their problems. Wonderful. Alright, so there's all of this. While your tax-funded royal family was all bling bling, whining and dining, expensive cuisine, wearing diamonds and expensive clothes like Kate Middleton, aka Princess of Wales, showing off her exorbitant taste, and majority of UK are in a crisis. Children going to bed hungry. Yep, this is what they're promoting. Everybody's blind by all of this. What is this here? Cost of living crisis, extra 1 million UK children set to go hungry. But the people in the UK, they don't see that. Okay, the crisis that they going through. But this is the thing that they're showing them. Okay, all bling bling, glamorous and all of that. Oh, there's the guy here in the back. Yep, that's all they are showing you. Be mesmerized by all of this.
You desired squirrel!
You see? They get distracted. Yep, that's all they are showing you. Be mesmerized by all of this.
So that I may talk, squirrel!
This, but you forgot you needed food, your children needed food, all of that. Okay, tone deaf, but they voted for Brexit to get rid of the foreigners. Alright, Boris Johnson invoked Thatcher's spirit with greed is good speech. 2013. The receipt make me sick. Another point, we need a scum clearance policy after these lot are gone. When are you gonna get rid of them? I don't know. Another point, we need a scum clearance. Okay, slum clearance after the scum clearance. Okay, how sad is that? Gutting. Alright, this is 1960s stuff. It's heartbreaking. More like 1860s. Alright, there's more. Alright, next week. Why people touching royal rider friends or guests are not considered breaking protocol. Black people, including dignitaries, small children, celebrities, are considered breaking protocol. Can it be a visible and visible sign of segregation and colonialism promoted in the UK? Look at her, all over him. Who is that? The chandelier looked like a horn. Who's that? Okay, yes, but with LeBron, she doesn't like to be touched. Now she's giving a kiss. Right? Sound like how things were back in Woodrow Wilson's day. 100 years ago, the royals better revise their protocols for life in this century. At this point, you know what? Let them show themselves. Let them show themselves. Like I always say, you know, let the blind see. So let them keep on doing their nonsense. All right, so there's the video again. Someone was talking about it. I'm not gonna play it. It's only for a second. Twitter is deleting the video, so I'll share it again and again. The squad. Okay, I send it to Black Twitter. I don't want to see little black children used like this. Every time they pull this stunt, they need to be dragged. They are so despicable and evil. They think it's okay to video this on TV. Times have changed. Challenge accepted. Alright, someone tried to tell me she was looking at a child's bracelet. Oh, please. It's almost like, what is it? When during the Queen's funeral, when all four of them came in one car, that's William, Kate, Meghan and Harry. They all came in one car to look at the flowers, and then they did a walk around, whatever, greet the people. And then I said something on my IG, and this person swore, okay, no, they didn't come in one car, they did this. And I'm like, what the F? And I had to go, my nose is stuff, I'm sorry if you hear me sound kind of weird. I had to go back and take screenshots step by step to show her, what are you seeing? Are we talking about the same video? Yeah, they try to change the narrative. When things don't go their way or it's in a negative way, they try to change the narrative. Okay, someone tried to tell me she was looking at the child's bracelet, only her eyes are nowhere near the child's wrist, and how quickly the child screamed away from her as soon as she could. I mean, children's know, their heart knows. Twitter allowed a video of a nude black woman being brutalized to go viral while deleting an excerpt of a member of royal family scantily touching a little black toddler. Really? Oh, thank God I didn't come across that. Oh my God. Okay, and an odd matter is all you need to know about racism, devaluing our bodies, white privilege and power. I mean, when you think about it, these people are their own worst enemy. They're saying they're scared about things. Where are the scaring things are coming from? Within their own mind. At some point, they themselves are, you know what? So much is going in my mind. I don't want to say things to, so YouTube think that I'm maybe instigating or promoting certain things. But if these people are scared of everything, this is the thing of their own mind. They are their own worst enemy. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, what does Twitter have to do with royal family that they're deleting the video? I mean, the thing that's been going on with Twitter right now, any amount of money will make things go away. Okay, so I guess she's more concerned about where she puts her hand than where she puts her mouth. If we know what happened, laughing my ass off. There's the clap. Okay, coward are always so quick to protect bad behavior members of the royal family. The video should be allowed to play and not be hidden to protect the royal family who is always hiding wrongdoings. Surely that isn't the spirit of Princess Diana. All right, whatever's on the screen, that's it. All right. Yet, they don't delete targeted harassment against Meghan, anti-black racism, and anti-Semitism. Exactly. I thought they wanted freedom of speech. When it comes to them, it's a different story. Next tweet. Okay, there's that. I hate to say it, but the Duchess of Sussex might be a little stacked up. Okay, let's see here. Time to bring back this hilarious suit scene that is still relevant to this day. All right, 21 seconds. Let's see.
Yeah. The new opposing counsel is my dad.
Your dad is Robert Zane?
Is it so hard to believe that my father's black?
Robert Zane is black?
You think this is a year-round tan?
I know who you are, but I can't believe that your father is the Robert Zane and you never said anything to me.
I don't like people here knowing.
Oh, and I'm just people?
Yeah. The new opposing counsel is my dad.
I like that attitude. She is the same thing she did when she was young. There's a video where she was, I think, fishing or on a boat with her dad. She did that same face right here. This. That. Listen. That.
Yeah. The new opposing counsel is my dad.
All right. Let's see here. You know, let me play it again one more time. Oh.
Yeah.
The new opposing counsel is my dad.
Your dad is Robert Zane?
Is it so hard to believe that my father's black?
Robert Zane is black?
You think this is a year-round tan?
I know who you are, but I can't believe that your father...
I just got it. The year-round tan. Oh my God. I just got it. I'm telling you, my mind is something.
Zane is black?
You think this is a year-round tan?
I know who you are, but I can't believe that your father...
That's the thing Angela Levine was saying about Meghan's skin color.
Father is the Robert Zane and you never said anything to me.
I don't like people here knowing.
Oh, and I'm just people? Yeah.
The new opposing counsel...
Let's go into the thread and then I'll come back and read the thing. Is there another video? Oh, so she put GIF. Okay, not y'all just finding out that Queen Meghan Markle is packing. There's that. Okay, why am I letting more people know Meghan is packing sex appeal and setting myself up for more competition? The squad or something. Okay, angry lavatory, bullion, Kate Tempon, and rest of the racists enjoy this. Okay, I also recall white suit fans abusing her on Twitter after this scene because apparently some of them did think it was a 10. Really? They were so toxic to the point she had to say she was biracial again on here just so they would know the show wasn't doing a Brandy Cinderella thing. Alright, classic scene. Sound like the man isn't surprised that Rachel is black, but he didn't know that the well-known Robert Zane is black. Yeah, the way he responded. Okay, actually he knew Robert Zane, but didn't know he was her father. Robert Zane is black. Okay, this is a minute and I think there's a music. Okay, I'm gonna stop the music. Patrick is a really nice guy in person because he took it upon himself to write a long thread a couple years ago when the media is still going at it on Meghan, but he took it upon himself to write a long thread defending Meghan. I respect him for that. Okay, how am I only just learning her middle name on the show was Elizabeth? There's the crying. The store has somewhere to play with that, Queen Elizabeth. That's another thing here. All right, waste of my precious time. But why the hell are you here? Why are you here? Let's read some of those comments. Okay, I'll come back to this. That's 17 seconds.
Wait a minute. If you graduated college then that would make you
old enough to run my own law firm.
But you look so young.
Well, you know what they say.
Mm-hmm.
True beauty
Black
is ageless.
Don't crack. That's what I meant to say. Wait a minute. If you graduated college then that would make you
old enough to run my own law firm.
But you look so young.
Well, you know what they say.
Mm-hmm.
True beauty
Black
is ageless.
Don't crack.
Black don't crack.
That's what I meant to say. Wait a minute.
All right, let's see if Mike, you had it right the first time. There's the laugh. You're round 10. Let's see this one. Wasting her time. But you here on her fan page, okay? Waist is your belly area, hun. That's another thing here. Okay. Oh, I thought I saw 17 comment. Okay, you round 10. A+ tweet. Okay, then no, she was biracial until this moment. Had to go and Google her to confirm it. I just thought she was Italian. Right, haha, that's the funniest I've heard today. I guess you're not a British royal watcher Italian. Alright, I knew she was mixed race from the first day I watched her on Suit. Just didn't know what she was mixed with at the time until her father appeared on the show. Okay, please, as pretty as she is, how could you not know? I knew. Please. I mean, some people don't know. Alright, some people really don't know. As pretty as she is, how could you not know? I knew we had something to do with that and Google to verify immediately. There's a laugh. I need to have a Suit rewatch marathon now. I was hooked from the premiere. Alright, there's more comment. Oh, let's go back to the original tweet. There's that. Sure, I hate to say it, but the Duchess of Sussex might be a little stacked up. Alright, there's that. Okay, but I left that family as well. Okay, I'm just not gonna let you bully my fine wife. That's just not gonna happen. Archie, grab your mama. Bonnet. Peace out. Alright. She's been breaking his back. He won. Oh, that's why I put my thing here. Okay, there's here. She's been breaking his back. He won. There's me here. Harry met his match. A force for change. A change that can break his back. That's me. 50 people like it. I have that on a video. Alright, let's move on. I don't want to drag on because tomorrow I have to give the computer. Hubby's working home. I need to cancel an appointment. Next tweet. Harry got to ditch his weird relative and marry way better than his big brother. Dude is living the life. Okay, also ditching rain-soaked London for beautiful sunny California. I know they can't stand it. There's me commenting to her. Your comment is like adding salt to injury. And the weird relative never recovered. That is true. Okay, this spot like an ex that won't go away. Fact 100. Crackling at weird actually being the nicest possible way we can describe the Windsors. There's that. No lies detected. All right, let's move on. Now I see I have a video here. Okay, this is why Harry said, quote, "Not my children." This is 1 minute and 58 seconds. All right, she retweeted that. Okay, Robert Johnson is in this video clip talking about how the media treated young Harry. He was used as a scapegoat for his brother. It looked like the media are afraid of what he will say about them. All right, 1 minute and 58.
Well, I knew him as a young boy. He was a bit of a rascal then, but a likable rascal.
School was a success for William, but not for Harry. He didn't really fit in very well at Eton. I'm not sure he was very happy there. You know, I think he was in a pretty bad place at the time.
Harry had already got himself a bit of a reputation for misbehaving, and it was that narrative that stuck. In no time at all, the party prince was born.
Can you imagine that? It's not all the time you in the same mood. So they capture one moment of his life and they kept it as if it is his entire life. A party boy. So they kept that narrative going and then make it seem like he's always a party boy. Meanwhile, he's doing a lot of other things. He's creating charities and he's the only royal who actually care about the work. You know?
I get all of my passion, inspiration and energy from young people. And that is from the ages of 6 or 7 in the Caribbean, when you get a 6-year-old turning around to you and telling you exactly how much damage your country and the developed world is causing them, all the way to 28, 30-year-olds who at some point in their life have already a better understanding of duty and service than I ever did at that age. Because it's all about giving back. So I think that, look, lots of people say that, oh, your job of traveling the world is wonderful. Of course it's wonderful. But when we get sent to some countries, we don't always get to see the beautiful parts. We're always there trying to deal with some of the issues, but also doing everything we can to bring people together to make change, to make positive change. And it's an absolute joy and a privilege to meet the younger generation of change makers across the world who genuinely believe in the fact that they, as a single person and as a group and as a community and as a nation, not only can change their country, but can change the world as well. And that is what keeps me going on a day-to-day basis.
And he's the only royal who actually care about the work, you know?
Younger generation coming through, trying to do it our way, because the world has changed so much. We believe that by streamlining and by bringing people together in order to effect real positive change is the only way forward. And you know, it worked for previous generations, and we will always say yes to becoming patron of a charity that we believe in and that we're incredibly passionate about. But I think in today's world, you have to be involved with things that make sense to where your passions lie, rather than potentially turning up to a charity once a year.
And he's the only royal who actually care about the work, you know?
Puts a finger down on something and says, this one.
Yeah, it's I think when you're part of a large charity or a large foundation, I think it is very hard to say no. But I think what we've realized is it's even harder to have a finger in every single pie. And therefore, for us, early intervention, where possible, is definitely the key. Impact is definitely has to be the priority. You know, none of us want to spend the rest of our lives connected to charities of which we're just making people's lives better. Far rather identify a problem and try and fix it before it becomes an even bigger problem.
And he's the only royal who actually care about the work, you know?
Has this been easier or harder than you thought to start your own foundation and to, what would you say?
I think it's made easier with the people that we work with, the support that we have. Obviously, it's certainly made easier having the name and the position, because with that comes the ability to convene some amazing people and some expertise, of which a lot of other organisations wouldn't have the opportunity to do. So, yeah, it's been emotional. Highs, no lows, but there is so much to do.
There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do.
There is so much to do, as everybody in this room knows. There is so much to do, and the question is making sure that you streamline it, you do it the right way first time, and the crucial point is that we listen, and that we don't go into a project, we don't go into a community and stamp our authority down and go, we're the Royal Foundation, this is how you're going to do it. It's completely opposite. And that's why I believe that we've been so successful, is because we've gone into those communities and said, right, we all know there's a problem, what is the solution? And let us facilitate and fund you in the process.
My goodness, can you imagine this? Let's say over the weekend, I was in the mood, playing with my kids, they went fishing and all of that. Can you, that one moment, let's say we went fishing and they kept that moment as if it's all the time I'm fishing. This is the thing that they did with Harry here. Okay, one moment of his time, enjoying himself, having fun with his friend, and they kept that. And they make it seem like this is what he does all the time.
18, out on the town, and unprotected by any deal with the press.
Yes, he would get absolutely slaughtered in a nightclub, rock out into the street.
There's that woman. Oh, yes, I will. This could be a problem. That's her.
Do you see any scenario by which Harry and Meghan overshadow Kate and
Oh,
William?
yes, I do. I mean, this is immediately was my first thought. You know, this could be a problem.
These people, I mean, these are all people who don't have the kind of common sense to say what they're doing is wrong. Oh, my God. They know from right from wrong. But yet, they kept the wrong going. Insulting it, using people as a game.
3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, paparazzi would be there, cameras in his face. But you know, what would happen is the newspapers would have those shots from that one episode, and they would use them in that week's papers, but then they'd hang on to them and they'd chuck them into the paper a couple of weeks later. 3 weeks after that.
So his behaviour is being exaggerated by the way the press.
Precisely. They'd already written the narrative about Harry. He was the wild child. He was off the rails. The complete antithesis of his.
And the worst thing is, I know some of you, I read a comment over the weekend that you want to listen to the video. You understand. That comment said they understand that I have to pause and interrupt it, but they want to listen to the video completely. But the thing that I want to say here, the worst thing with Harry, the only person who really true care for him at that time would have been his mother. But he had no one to protect them, because everyone in that family are looking after themselves, because all of them always doing shitty stuff. And they use Harry as the only one, the scapegoat, because there was no one else to protect them. My goodness, they all are baggage for God. You know, the one who just passed, I hope God, you know, have a special place for her as well, for the kind of lifestyle she allowed things to happen, and the lifestyle that she lived.
His goody two-shoes brother.
At the end of the day, he was only a teenager, had lost his mum at a very early age, was rebelling. You know, he wasn't the only one. Prince William was getting drunk quite a lot himself. Nobody seemed to report about that.
There it is. All right. William was doing the same thing, but nope, nobody's reporting about it. Let's listen to it again.
He was rebelling. You know, he wasn't the only one. Prince William was getting drunk quite a lot himself. Nobody seemed to report about that. So there was an image of the good prince and the bad prince, and Harry got labelled the bad prince.
If the problem was Harry, as one senior courtier said to me, the solution was the army. But that wouldn't happen until he was 20. Which meant the Royal Press Office faced nearly 2 years of Prince Harry as fair game for a hungry press pack.
Wow, fair game. Fair game. They're using his life as a game. My goodness. There's me here. November 26th, 2 days ago, that's when I saw it. Kate tabloid will have a lot of fun. People's life taking as fun. Wow, these people are truly evil. Baggage for God. All right. Oh, there's more. Okay. He knew that his children will get triple abuse because of their DNA. He also knew that his children won't get any protection from his family based on how his pregnant wife was treated. All right, 6 seconds.
If Harry has a boy, in 18 years' time, tabloid reporters will have a lot of fun.
There's the thing again. These people are using people's life as game. We'll have a lot of fun. You know what? God, you need to reverse this. These people who's using people's life as fun, the same kind of treatment that they're inflicting on people, they need to experience that. Because, oh my God, this is freaking scary. Listen to it again.
If Harry has a boy, in 18 years' time, tabloid reporters will have a lot of fun.
And 18 times, my God, tabloid will have a lot of fun. Okay, his voice was extra gleeful toward the end. My God. All right, they assumed that he and his children were theirs to abuse and bully. That's why they are mad that he left with his family. Never in their wildest dream, they thought that he would leave the institution. Okay, he was right on all points, being told that if they corrected the made Kate cry meant they will never protect their children when they didn't even have children at that point. Okay, what's sick F taking the hope for abuse of young men a lot of fun. That's the thing I'm saying. They're using people's lives as fun. My God, that is the business model Harry was talking about. He took it growing up because he didn't have a choice. However, he didn't want his children to experience what he went through. He broke the circle. That's why he even said when, I think from the Me You Can't See or something like that, where he said the cycle needs to stop at some point. I'm just paraphrasing.
Suffered, do everything you can to make sure that whatever experiences negative experiences that you had, that you can make it right for your kids.
And I'm not gonna put that clip because every time I put it, I get the flag for it. Wow, receipt, period. All right, next tweet. This is Meghan showing the royal family how it can be done. It was 2018. It doesn't have to just be a smile.
Well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So, you know.
A handshake and a short mumble speech. You can also roll up your sleeve and help with ideas. Truly help these lovely people. Traditionally, it is photo apps only. Okay, for her first project at the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan helped put together a cookbook to raise money for the Hub Community Kitchen. She didn't just listen and learn. She used the status and connection she had to provide tangible solution. She did it all under a year. Yep. All right, let's see here.
Together is a cookbook, but it's also the story of a West London community who gathered together in a kitchen and discovered the healing power of sharing food.
Cooking for me is everything. I love to see people gathering on one table.
I love to cook. I love to feed people.
What was really remarkable with this is that it was to a discussion, just one-on-one talking, having a conversation, and then the idea of, okay, we only cook for a certain amount of time per week. And Meghan was like, why not every week? Or how will I say, not every week, every day. And then it was to that, the idea of creating the cookbook, to have money, to create, to make the meal every day.
We've called the kitchen the Hub Community Kitchen because in Arabic, Hub means love, and we share love.
It's like one family now. We are sharing food, sharing happiness, sadness, everything.
So I'm proud to be supporting this cookbook, Together, which features delicious recipes from the women of the Hub Community Kitchen. The proceeds will allow the kitchen to stay open and to thrive so it can continue transforming lives and communities through cooking.
Look how Meghan is easily mangled along with those ladies. The others, just give a smile, take a photo, and goodbye. And maybe the next 8 years, she'll stop by again.
I think it was 2012 that you were last here.
No. It only seems like yesterday, Graham. It shows you how quickly time goes.
Let's go to the next tweet. Okay, curious to learn more about the group's effort, the Duchess of Sussex, then going by her maiden name, Meghan Markle, was full of questions about their project, including how many days a week, that's the thing here, they can, okay, including how many days a week they ran the service. Quote, I said, 2 days a week due to funding. Then, the thing is that with this, 2 days a week due to funding. Meanwhile, Charles was receiving millions from Qatar, from all sort of Middle East for charities, but none of these charities are getting a cent. All right? There's Meghan who went in and said, okay, you have to support yourself. Literally, that's to the cookbook, and they maintain themselves. Okay, I said 2 days a week due to funding. Then it led to her trying some food. We had a meal together. She was fascinated with all the flavors, the culture, and the dishes. She said, we can do a cookbook. We didn't think it will move this quickly. Inspired and motivated, Meghan, 37, quickly used her industry connection to secure a publisher for Together Our Community Cookbook. This is the thing that I always say with about William, where he wanted PR this, PR that. And I was like, the institution, the firm had all of that with Meghan. Because Meghan, not only, she may not know everything. Nobody knows everything. But from where Meghan came from, with her work, the business that she just left behind in the US, she knows a lot of people who knows other people. This is why I said I think Princess Diana choose Meghan, whichever way the universe works. I'm not going to dispute with anybody about that. I think I talk about it so many times. Is that the universe find a way to bring Meghan for the firm, where each one of them will have a specific use of Meghan. There's Harry here to love Harry and do all the stuff that Harry is doing with Meghan right now. The firm will have Meghan to whatever ideas they may have, and Meghan will probably help them enhance it, improve it, pretty much bring them to modern time. And then the other brother, you know, he wants to be popular. And I'm sure there's ways Meghan could have helped guide him. But instead, he chose the negative way. So now, he stayed behind. All right, Together Our Community Cookbook, a collection of 50 recipes and self-penned forward to raise much-needed funds to run the kitchen full-time. Quote, she comes in, natural, fit in, puts on apron on. It just feels very supportive, very real, end quote. Say, Gaswala, a mother of two from West London, quote, the environment just makes everyone feel you want to join in. She was loving the recipes, the flavors that were put together. And Meghan let it be known. She was like, she will join charities that she's always passionate about. And even before she married into the royal family, food was part of her passion. She loved cooking. She loved to taste other people's cooking and all of that. From things the squad be sharing. It's not like I knew. The squad shared this stuff, and it makes sense.
Do with it.
I mean, how
Sing.
can you imagine? No, I'm not a singer. I think what's been really exciting as we talk about the transition of this out of my career but into the role is that, as you said, the causes that have been very important to me, I can focus even more energy on, because very early out of the gate, I think you realize once you have access or a voice that people are willing to listen to, with that comes a lot of responsibility, which I take seriously. And at the same time, I think in these beginning few months and now being boots on the ground in the UK, I'm excited to just really get to know more about the different communities here, smaller organizations who are working on the same causes that I've always been passionate about. To really get to know more about the different communities here, smaller organizations who are working on the same causes that I've always been passionate about under this umbrella.
Okay, over the following months, the Duchess privately visited the center on several occasions, getting to know the women on a deeper level and even helping in the kitchen. Quote, she has got stuck, and with helping, preparing, serving, making chapatis, reveal gaswala. It's all very natural. She fits in really well. She thrives in the group. She inspires the group. We gather and enjoy. She enjoys being with the women, seeing the women's skills, their abilities, and their talents coming forward. Okay, Meghan Markle's new charity cookbook is already a bestseller. That was in 2018. All right, let's read some of the comments. Oh, only one. Okay, royal reporter dared to say it was wrong for a royal to actively raise funds for charities just because the chosen one would rather take photo apps and give nothing in return. I mean, he told them he can only, to show that he cares, he can only give a smile. Okay, that's it.
Well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So, you know.
And the other day I was reading something, the wife went and the charity that she went to visit actually gave her something. I don't know why even wasting of giving them. They're probably going to toss it when they get at their home. All right, next week. 5 years ago today, Prince Harry and Meghan announced they were engaged. There's a heart. There's that. That was behind the scene. That's nice. Little did they know. Little did they know. And now they're back, you know, in the US doing the same silliness that they were doing. And now they have two tag team along, you know, Archie and Lily. Okay, may God continue to bless their beautiful little family. I had my mom get me all the engagement merch when she visited England at the time. They are so goofy. My goodness, I love them. They must laugh a lot at home. Probably. They're so goofy. I love it. Was happy they announced it today. It's my birthday. Not that they know. Okay, just a little something to be happy for. So happy for the life they created together. Wow, time flies quickly. Yep, the derangers started deranging big time on that day. The derangers started deranging. I like the way she put it. Okay, I think I'm done with the Sussexes. I see here this part. I'm probably gonna turn it into 2 videos. Maybe this is where I turn it into the next video.
For me, it's an added member of the family. It's another team player as part of the bigger team. And you know, for all of us, all we want to do is be able to carry out the right engagements, carry out our work, and try and encourage others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.